Please subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, what up, it's your boy Why am I creamy? It's your boy Creamy right now. And this is the free Suffer News on YouTube. Remember, subscribe, like, and share.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, Angel, where are you now?
Oh, I'm in judgment.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Or they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay.
Bronzy
is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Acheampong.
Okay, Mr. Acheampong.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president, I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your
Dr.
founder,
Kwaku
okay.
Oteng.
Angel Dr. Kwaku Oteng.
Kwaku Oteng.
Kwaku Oteng, okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na many information saying Kofi share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop, yeah,
oh, massa.
Labone coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kwaku Oteng says, Captain, praise God, I will leave. Because I am not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kwaku Oteng.
Yes, that's right. It's Crawford friend who are buying the church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4 Tata no Nina is because Yaseme Kasadodo. I'm saying
GRA4 Tata so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying at the end also. Ya catch and say, me say, seven. Nana don't Dr. Baumiani Alancha Martini IGP. Omu Jimmy for. Now me say, on air. No, say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me can be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alan Chamatin, no. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. The conversation, of course, one or can say, and nam sa pressure nintino. Sene ye point juma. Obepe se anka ben tweme ho kakra na ade no mudwa pressure na yɛ de man no bafo man. I'm so okay. If that is what is going to help you. Because I'm just one individual, or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. It's Enemy Kwejuma started the show. After the intro, then he called, said, pressure samba bium.
So now start it.
Mr. T show, no?
You call it Anopa Bofo, yes.
And you know, I'm so okay. And
about what time in Ofrel? Because 5:30 they are much.
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And Ofrel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's know.
Why in Ofrel?
Dr. Kwaku Oteng.
Onwankasa. Seseng.
Say, in common you're born and run any idea no, or can say, can maintain, and then I'm saying, no, you said let me work today. No, since I'm communication, when you call crisis here, it's okay. Senior, let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6?
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when he spoke to you?
And then I said, okay.
So did you go back after the news to
No, I did not. So the other team members had to continue, and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojo Dixon, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor. So there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president, and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things, and I'm not stopping, and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month, and then after 1 month, I resume. So they gave a date, that's today, and then next month, 4th
June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th June.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
according to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided. You did Faber also this evening.
Yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Anopeja. The show is Anopabofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Anopeja. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing, was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yeka Dear as of mine.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember saying that you police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van, police need team, you to only bulletproof. Police need them heart, kuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say police in the two or the shed door in change say no was out to door name. It is say obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. They di kind of car ni movie no as I say obi door no. And so what you do no na baby a woti Over then I'll bet to be credit. By the time I'll bet to no crano. Then the panic.
Yeah.
It drew time I said you jaisa. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some side arms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, when you're careful about the West IGP, because he had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuem.
Yes.
I
don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
What's here?
Amma. Till today, ask the police
What's
officers.
Ministry of Finance?
Oh, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, when you're careful, over the West IG. Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man pennyphobia, or penny for protection. A man will say, you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keep him quiet. Now, I'm innocent police officers. They don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this Faber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was. It's talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really wants to paint a very beautiful picture that he's really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey and I want to crew. And I will say it again.
Did you show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did. So
you showed videos?
I did. So per se.
So you have the videos?
I did.
And
so
the videos show that this is Chebi?
So per se Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not
Swedro. When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, per se Galamsey ni Jaya, stop ukromu de no. And I will say it again, Nanado.
No,
if you are indeed watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey no Jaya, stop ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there the last time.
Oh, I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. When we say yes, but then if you say what if the presence, a policy work, a broad.
If you have a policy, and the policy out what they ban. Say you are the bonia, na ebi cost will baby, what tiny baby, will free. That's a policy, no, and then baby fufra. What person I'm saying?
There be someone there, Obu amai, abai no Obu amai ni na.
Chebi kanwana.
Chebi kan. Aha. Enti no, so ko jai Chebi there Galamsey no. Na se we njai Kentin Krono there na.
Debi
yenka. Ne ko kase fe na akufado we jai the chrome there o mama ne jai. Kentin Krono there dey koso a. Na no so beka ne se.
Debi ensuo ba ko pe ne di bube e wo Ghana. Se achimkwa onum bremu. Bremu na yeden. Won ko bremu nani. Won say the bremu.
And Matthias said, but some
said the beya, you see.
That's what personalizing.
No, I'm not personalizing. I am saying that you want near man getting ketibi we are say say a koso na a biwo na ho a ese se wo hwe se e yanim guase kra
entika onti se wo na your presence na se wo na your presence na se wo na ofiche bia na Galamsey ko ba bia nka den be fa IGP ni se on got na chebi hon kwa no dey here na se
there before soldier for no be call other places no na ka hode na jai dada one who said
say hode no soldier for na say osman mo ko ho
Paul say we are the president of this phone, assuming this phone is a country. Now the corruption index will krum 85%. Ube tumi akojino obi a ne krum de 2% one catch corruption.
So how the mini jurisdiction ho?
Assuming say you invite to say kokasa ho.
E say kokasa no nchese wo jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction now Ghana na Ghana man nyina jurisdiction na de kro na ko ba bia. You say galamsey and let's say 15 villages identify, 12 rivers identify. Yeah, policy to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated chebi say me free hunt minyan in tem.
No, you see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we feel that or how we fear. If you know how no, as I said, you solve it if you know how no and tem. But say a quiet say a koso baby and a fair need a ma president or tiakunyaso. So waka say yin jai. Na onwa wonwa e woni krom no. Na say one of the newspapers they ba say enye Ghana from pobium na eye galamsey no. Eye one free Guinea, Malians and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one. And then the third one was on Ghana a.k.a. idea. Let me read something.
A.k.a. idea. And also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister na Dr. Baumia.
I mean can you even sure?
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020 prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance Ghana. Okay.
Camera.
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
See. Gross public debt as at the end of December 2020 stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion. 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of 149.83 billion. That's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
yes, it tells you
the concerns about the national debt.
It tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, Mayor, one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi Kofi kura na msuru. Yes, we have Faber was on a sana. I had a jet to a tour. Ntina no she.
Sometimes some real can now do FM.
No, I don't FM. A do baby crana management to me for catchers who have and then they're not wash you. Them say Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time now a 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana a berry. Now it's 76. Then I said, since at that time, me kaya some hammer bone.
Okay, some hammer bone.
Because with GDP now, what can we see? We are seeing now boom we. Let's say we see now yet to can say ya.
When say no modu kakra.
No modu. Then it is a sanity here there. And the other Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say now catching and say, "What about mob is here?" Yeah, Bob is here by heart to say the
about smart borrowings.
Wombo Bob is here by heart. Men are now at a grassy one of smart borrowing on the Madacono. Just a Bob is here by heart. That's the way to me, Bob is here. Somebody here, you mean. Our Ghana, her banks, a Kanko, our dear, 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one more time, Mahama.
Ah, Sana Kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now I'm sure be a COVID-19, a baby sana. COVID-19 say na na say COVID ba betina fie say workers ba betina fie na atua won ka
COVID
we are am mom
to but worker be na kwetena fie won yi umadi no
there be see you obi adi
no why
workers say COVID lockdown time so
lockdown we be say even private sector ni pado do kwetena fie
private sector dey mu yi nkrofo adi ba aban dey when you obi
na say aban no taxes no ejai tua
Taxes be why you
taxes ankasa you trade in a you
a bit to say petrol and cost.
Check Ghana revenue. Now,
Ghana Revenue Authority there, no, check it. ICOMS no, and then this are
check it, Paul. Check it. Say petrol and cost. I only say petrol and cost.
And cost some reno.
And see, I didn't say the be a FBS say petrol cost.
There be the American say COVID time. You say we more Ghana post a cotton fee. What's an fee cry bet you it's your own car. Who feel no so?
Be corner be
lockdown the new beer lockdown.
Lockdown they say I call lockdown.
Be a coffee, Satan no fee. And ensure I will to your water utilities no so. What got nephew na yesen to your can buy say men to your utilities. Into na makana kosro kakra. Ana kapsi. Making. So me more ECG. Yes, Paul, I don't want to read more ECG because nephew and person be yare COVID aba. Yan person be yare into nephew. What got nephew the to your ebia 1,000 cedis. 1,000 cedis be send the amount. 1,000 e de mama de mama me yimu 200 to your water. You say water no men into ya o de nephew never water ni free. Says I need me ma
one no mu use Ghana water and soon.
Omu use Ghana water and you just say a borehole for na.
I on your day.
I sound on no.
You see, Paul, this is what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is COVID no and me mad debt and cost look
and if we are not careful, we'll be singing certain songs, any dancing mood. And it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country, not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa, leadership in Africa echoes to say our own. Mark my words, the next 10 years of us, ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say, manana.
Share. People say, now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No,
what's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
Assemble.
And
it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
It doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth are and the lack of hope for the African youth. Is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that is the problem of the old, so no solution?
No. I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national national conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over and over again. And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well. Every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth. I've done this for the youth. Where?
So solution is there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Senior. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stands before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, that's not to 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then 2020 Utumano.
Oh, I didn't say that I meant Utumano. I voted for that.
So Utumano there, and you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. If I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul, baby, I will quay.
A hard dream.
Now,
Captain, December, Wako to Abama Pape, endorsing his first 4 years. May was Labone.
Into me banning, me pure school fees and rap. Me pure school fees and rap. Na and then me baffy. Now, my catch him so wafa bo at the Abubo TV with your own antimaminka.
Over can I marry a shot? Generally to me, and then realization the buyout me who
see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the teeming youth around, we're not going to have.
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain.
So
we need to make sure our brains are functioning.
These are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that
and
you stand by them. And you are making.
I'll keep saying them.
But
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is man. Is this something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting.
It's not casting anything. Incompetent.
Incompetent.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi nya adwuma.
David.
Untimi nya adwuma na ede ama no.
And only your brofu tree that woka no. If you are not clever, nichi say.
Say onye clever.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi.
Onye clever what wrong? Obi oye incompetent no onye clever.
Is it say no?
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Baumia,
I will never confront
them
Baumia
with this information. Listen, and they sort of.
Can I tell you something?
But I'm all interviewing that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nanado.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy a.k.a. my creaminess. You're welcome right now. And this is the freest of news on YouTube. Remember, subscribe, like, and share.
Please subscribe, like, and share.